Gold and global tech, the best performer from the month, a rate cut, and more deals in AI. Welcome to Spot the Markets for the month of September 2025 by Marcello Zanardo, CEO and founder of Mercury Partners Academy. So, if we look at the month on the main asset classes, we see that gold, the unsung and emerging markets were among the best performer for the month. Volatility picked up a bit, but overall markets were quite positive. Going into our usual analysis of equities by sector, looking at the global sector, we see that global technology was the winner for the month, best performer. We also had global communications and industrial and clearly global tech up, with healthcare, real estate, and consumer staples being down for the month. If we have a look by region at the best performing equity markets for the month, we saw that in Europe, Netherlands and Spain were among the best performer. In Americas, we saw Taiwan. In Asia Pacific, we saw South Africa and Saudi Arabia. And in Latin America, we saw Peru. If we look at what happened in terms of the last 2 weeks, so the week from September 22nd to September 28th, the markets, the main equity markets starting to be down. The US offered Argentina 20 billion swap line to support the peso and order agency to prepare mass firings in the event of a shutdown. In the previous week, the week of September 15 to 21, President Donald Trump called for replacing quarterly with half-year corporate reporting, but the main equity sectors were up for that week. Now we go into deals and company news flows for the week of 22nd to 28th, the last week of September. We will see that there's been quite a few deals in the AI space, and within which we're going to comment in a second. And in the pharmaceutical, Pfizer said it will pay up to 7.3 billion to buy anti-obesity drug developer Metsera. Spanish bank BBVA increased the bid for Banco Sabadell. If we look at the stock for the week, this is taken by the Wall Street Journal, and this is the last week of September. Delta Airlines is replacing power units on more than 300 of its Airbus jets to stem the leakage of toxic fume into its cabins. The stock was down by 1.7%. Kenvue, after President Donald Trump warning linking this to autism, prompted the stock to fall by 7.5% on Monday to an all-time low. Walt Disney stock was up 1.1% on Wednesday, with almost 6.3 million people tuning to watch the Jimmy Kimmel's return to Disney on ABC on Tuesday, after it was suspended over remarks about the killing of the conservative activist Charlie Kirk. Oracle was up by 6.3%, and it has two chief executives now. We will see in a moment on the deals done. NVIDIA and OpenAI are teaming up in the AI race. They announced a partnership with OpenAI, including plans for a massive data center build-out and a $100 billion investment by NVIDIA into OpenAI. And this followed the investment and the recently reported $300 billion deal between Oracle and OpenAI. And Amazon settled $2.5 billion with the Federal Trade Commission for a civil trial examining whether the company duped customers into signing up for the Prime services, creating a confusing process to cancel. So we're not going to comment on the stock of the previous week. We just want to tell you that our internship programs are out. You can join one on our 4 teams: financial, HR, marketing, and digital marketing. If you go into our website, mercurypartners.net, into employment, there is a video explaining very well what the internship is about. We also remind you to keep following and subscribing to our channels and our social media. We have brand new products out, like CoinPix this week. And We thank you for your attention, and we thank all our followers and supporters. That's all from me, Marcello Zanardo. See you soon.